Hi everyone, I'm Marshall Carper, and it's Marketing Monday. So one of the questions I get a lot is, should my brand have a mobile app? And that's a really tough question to answer. There's a lot that goes into answering whether a mobile app is relevant for a brand. And the answer is usually maybe, but probably not. So if you're looking at a mobile app, there's a lot of great reasons to have a mobile app, because if you get your app onto a customer's phone, you get a lot more data, you get a lot more potential engagement, you have a direct line to that customer. So it's like direct marketing or direct email times 100, because you're on their device. You can do push notifications and all this cool stuff. What trips a lot of businesses up though is they treat the mobile app as the tool itself, and they don't look at the bigger picture of how they're actually going to get people to download the mobile app, which is why overall we're seeing app install rates plummet. People aren't using apps as an exploratory activity anymore. People aren't going into iTunes or into the Google Play Store and just browsing through apps and trying to figure out what they want to play with, to find new things and experiment. That doesn't really happen anymore because there's a huge volume of apps. So what we're seeing is app activity condensed down to a few apps that people use on a regular basis. Your brand's app could be one of those apps. So it's not totally off the table, but you have to go into this with your eyes wide open and have a plan for making your app successful. So if you're going to develop an app, you should plan to market it. That's a big thing. Just developing it is not going to bring people in. You have to have a promotion plan that goes with the app, even if the app is kind of a marketing tool in itself. That's going to vary by business, but make sure you got promotion on the mind, because getting downloads and installs is really difficult. Second, have a plan for how you're going to maintain the app. A lot of times you develop an app and then the next update can break it. So when you're thinking about the investment of an app, make sure you're planning for the upkeep of that app in the long term. So if you can't imagine a plan where you maintain an app for 2 or 3 years, the app might not be the best fit for what your plan is or what your goals are. And third, as you develop the app, make sure it actually solves a problem, because sometimes an app might just be better served as a mobile website, as a website that's just responsive and easily accessible from the phone, because customers are comfortable doing that anyways. What can your app do that a basic website can't? What problem can you solve that your customers are really itching to address? That's when the app is going to be really successful, and that's when you see a branded app really break the mold and do something exciting and drive some really interesting results. If you can't do those 3 things, if you don't have a promotion plan, if you don't have an upkeep plan, and if you're not clear on what the problem is you're solving, because it has to be a really engaging, eye-catching problem that you're solving for the app to be successful, the app might not be a good investment. Maybe go back to the drawing board. But then again, if you answer all those questions in a positive way, it might be. Just make sure you go in understanding what that investment is going to be like, because it's going to be significant, and understanding what the whole plan around the app could be. So shoot me a note if you have any questions about that. We worked with a lot of customers that have hired app developers, and we can help you sort through that, maybe help you decide if it's a good path or not. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.